Hot days that we've been seeing have been taking a toll on athletics here in the Bluegrass as programs adjust to the high temperatures.
In Madison County, one soccer club canceled its practices countywide. Madison United had planned later start times for practices all week, but as WKYT's Jeremy Toms reports tonight, they made the decision today with player safety in mind.
Every year, Madison United Soccer Association seeks to do exactly what's in their name, bringing kids from around the county together to share their love of the sport.
We have 35 fields between Berea and Richmond. We have 1,100 players on our team. We have over 150 coaches.
Those fields should be a hub of activity on any given August afternoon, but all was quiet at the Lake Reba Park pitches on Thursday.
We would have so many practices right now between select and rec.
With temperatures reaching levels they deem dangerous, they canceled all activities across the county. It's a decision that an organization of their size doesn't take lightly, with the fall season in full swing.
Obviously, we want to practice. We want to practice, we want to get better, we want to learn those skills, we want to have fun. But number one priority for MUSA is safety.
It was a no-brainer for Katie Grayson, a board member of the association who has 3 of her own little ones who'd be taking on that heat.
Every decision that we make for their safety is weighed heavily on what do we want for our children.
With temps climbing high again tomorrow, they'll have another decision to make soon as a club. But for those who will go out and endure the summer sun, Grayson also has some words of advice.
Drinking water before the weekend games come up can make or break whether or not you are going to feel sick on the field. Starting now before the games, if you have a game on Friday, start now. Make sure you get that nutrition and make sure you get that hydration in.
In Richmond, Jeremy Toms, WKYT.